This segment sponsored by Clean Eatz. All right, Mike, we are now in the kitchen.
I'm ready.
We have washed our hands and now it's time to put on the apron because an apron means that we are serious.
We're very serious. Not messing around.
Serious about business.
We got gloves.
Yes.
And we're ready to go. So on a normal production day, you would probably see 10 times to 20 times the quantity of ingredients we have on the table.
Okay.
And what we did today was just sort of scale it for our purposes so that folks can see what we're doing. This first meal is called Monterey Chicken. So this is actually one of our top 10 selling meals, and people love this one. And it's very simple. It has 5 ingredients. Yes. So it's got grilled chicken, broccoli, a 3-cheese blend, turkey bacon, and our sugar-free barbecue sauce. And that is literally it. And so we're gonna jump right in. The first thing we're gonna do is we're ready. We're ready. I'm glad I had my fingers out of the way. So we're gonna start with chopping some broccoli. So let's take some broccoli. And what you want to do, let me do the first one, then I'll let you do the rest. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut off like that. And then what I typically do is I'm looking for pieces about this big.
The full floral.
Because you can't really fit too much more than this in your mouth, right?
Right.
And we don't want to have folks cutting it once they get the food. So we're gonna do that work for them. So if you want to go ahead and dice all that up, that'll be step 1.
Okay. Awesome.
Now I'll go ahead and get our container ready. And I'll tear that so that it says 0. One of the things I've talked about in the past is every single ingredient we weigh so that you know what the macros are. So we've got some data on that sheet over there, and you'll see it'll say 271 calories and 31 grams of protein in this meal. And because we're weighing the ingredients, you know that's what it is.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reach, where's my reach? First thing we're gonna do is add 4 ounces of grilled chicken. And we already pre-cooked this for you and chilled it so that it's faster for us today.
Yeah, Mike, I'm supposed to be doing everything.
I'm just trying to keep us on time because I know. All right, so 4 ounces. So now you're going to add, what does it say? It adds, it says 3 ounces of broccoli. So let's put that on this side.
Okay. And it doesn't
start
it over.
Pretty, well, we're going to
add it.
We're going to have, so we'll be at 7 ounces effectively, right?
And so, and those are the main things. The other stuff are just toppings, so I can just put it in there like that.
Yep.
Okay,
one more little piece, and that should, boom, right there, 7 ounces.
Okay.
So then you're gonna do 0.2 of cheese, just a sprinkle, and it's gonna be less than what you think. About that, that's good, perfect. Okay. And then we need 1 piece of bacon. So you're just gonna dice, and this is turkey bacon. So when we use bacon, we almost always use turkey bacon. If you ever have a question, you can ask us. But it's just a little bit healthier for you, and more people would prefer that than if they're trying to eat healthy. So dice that up. No fingers this time.
Right.
Or any time, I guess I should say. Right. And then you're just going to sprinkle that on the chicken.
And so the total goal here is how many? What's the weight goal?
So when we're all done, we're gonna be at 7.5 ounces plus an ounce of barbecue sauce. I guess that's 8.5 ounces about.
And then typically, do you have an assembly line going, or is there one person working on each type of meal?
That's a great question. So typically we'll have 3 people, maybe 4, sort of working here and passing it from station to station. Okay. So like you would have maybe done the chicken or the broccoli and then pass it to me, and then I do the next step. Okay. So the last step is 1 ounce of barbecue sauce. So here, I'll reset it for you so it's easiest.
And I'm drizzling just on the chicken.
Just on the chicken. So you're just gonna drizzle like little sexy drizzle. That's what I call it. I know, it's hard.
This one squirts out.
I know, until you get to 1, and then you're done. That's it.
Perfect.
And then almost the final step.
It's a little sexy.
And then here's your last step.
Yes.
And that'll go right on this smooth part, and you are done.
Make it official.
Yeah.
Just like
there you go.
that.
So 5 ingredients. And but a top selling meal because it's healthy, it's simple, right? It's not super complicated, and this will agree with most people's stomachs, and so we sell a lot of Monterey chicken.
All right, on to the next one.
All right.
This segment is sponsored by Clean Eatz.